I'm live, live, oh yeah, live, live. I'm live, I'm live. Go tell them I am live. What's going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman sounded back in and I can sing. Woo-hoo! You know the vibes. Welcome to the Council Roundtable, episode 46. We talk about the old fashioned wrestling, let y'all know what's happening. Mm. Let me get my notes together real quick. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to everybody. Y'all know the vibes. So yeah, man. Yeah, you heard about that shit too, right, Ladon? Like, let me find out that The Rock said he want to be Meg Thee Stallion's pet. Really now? Let me find out because I was always under the impression that The Rock loved, white girls. He liked those white ladies. He loved those female cracker ladies. I'm gonna drop that link early. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cook tonight like what we always do. Other thing I wanted to touch on is, this whole Hall of Fame for the you know what I'm saying? Like it needs a building to store the Hall of Fame for WWE, like a museum or something. So now that Triple H is basically one of the people that's running things now, it has to have that venue. They need that venue. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time. People want to go to a museum, a WWE museum, where you could do homework with all the greats from in the past. Some your Hulk Hogan's, your Andre the Giants, the Bad News Browns, the Coco B Wares. Shit, the list goes on and on and on. They need that museum. I would say put it in New York. Why not? Have it somewhere in Manhattan, because New York is a tourist attraction. Have it over there. Other thing I wanted to build on was my dude Veer is back. You know what I'm saying? My dude Veer is back, and it's looking like they try to build him as a baby face. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's starting to look like. And I was saying that from before. I was always saying that there should be a monster babyface. He should be a monster babyface. Cause we tired of seeing the foreign monster heels. Enough of that. Let's get something refreshing. My boy Slugs in the building. You already know Slugs. Yo, I don't know if you see my my message from before. That I messaged you. That's my bad about the whole Streets of Rage shit. You know what I'm saying? Like after the last show, I had some motherfucking Jamaican food, you know what I mean? Some peas and rice, some cabbage and curry chicken, some festival and thing them. After that, it was a wrap. I fell right out. I fell asleep real quick. That food was so good, be like you would never guess that you get some good ass Jamaican food out here in Kansas City. But you do. I agree. I agree, Snugs. He does need another finisher. But with the whole camel clutch, I like the fact that he moderates it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He makes it look more like his own move because it's a single. It's basically like a single arm camel clutch instead of a double arm camel clutch. So I give him kudos. But yeah, man, he definitely should be a monster face. And Snugs, if you want to play the game later on, I definitely got you this time. Like I'm well rested. I got my old man napping, and you know what I'm saying, I'm charged up. Scott was good.
Do you see Blossom? Hello?
I can't
Uh-oh.
hear you.
Oh, you hear me now?
Wait, hold on, wait. So I can't even hear you. Give me a second.
Oh, shoot. Nope,
Oh,
good boy.
I can't hear
No,
you.
good boy.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, not can hear you now. My bad.
Oh man, you
What's going on?
I'm glad you spoke that up. The Rock is an ultimate troll.
Talk about it.
So I ain't gonna lie. If I was Dwayne Johnson, I would have I would have shot my shot with the with Megan Thee Stallion. Cause it's kind of funny because Megan's punk ass boyfriend felt some type of way and he's
You
talking
see
shit.
that, right? Like,
And
yo, my dude, you
I'm
gotta
like,
take
dude,
that L. That's the Rock,
you
my nigga. You gotta take that L. If the Rock can snatch that up anytime he want.
not only this dude is almost worth a $500 million. He's 50 years old. He got more fame than you. He makes more money than you, and he could probably whip your little skinny ass. So just
Pretty much.
don't
Now,
get
given the
mad.
fact, I understand him, like the boyfriend trying to, show that masculine side and let shit be known, like, oh, you just can't, push up on my lady like that. I
But
understand
here's
that, but
but here's the
you
thing.
gotta pick, you gotta pick and choose your battles, sir.
He he's he's throwing the heat to the wrong person. If anything, you should have drove the heat to Megan after that comment. To me, it sounded like she's with it. She's like, man,
So
look
what?
here,
So what did she
this is
say? What did she
she
say?
she was like, oh, this is the Rock we're talking about. You WWE Hall of Famer. And I know she be looking at him like, you know what? Why he don't
All
want no
females look,
sister?
all females looking at The Rock like that.
Yeah.
I never known one female to say The Rock is ugly.
Actually, a girl that I'm talking to, she never said The Rock is ugly. She said she just wouldn't want to date nobody that damn brolic because she says big niggas like that have little dicks. I'm like, okay, at least you can say. We ain't trying to look at the great ones Johnson. No homo. But
Yeah, yeah, of course not.
come on, Megan.
But we know
Megan's
what
like,
we know what
how
time it is when it comes
you
to
know what
this
time?
dude caliber. Like, you
Yeah.
know that if this dude, you know what I mean, The Rock holla at Meg Thee Stallion, you know Meg Thee Stallion's gonna look at this dude not only as a snack but a come up.
Nah, honestly, I don't think Megan will look at it as a come up. Megan will look at like, yo, this is my one opportunity to say I smashed the Rock while I was still looking good, and
That's a come
I
up.
I was probably crushing on him while I was in high school. Because let's say what Megan's only 25, she's a young girl.
I doubt she came up around his time. She probably came up most likely around John Cena time.
No, but what I mean is she probably was looking at the Rock, probably had posters of him when she was a young girl. Um, how long Rock been in the business?
That's a good question.
Rock came into business 1996.
Right. So that well, when did he finish though? He finished like around 2002.
Yeah, 2002. But she acknowledged who he is. It's not like, oh, this is the Rock we talking about. The guy in the Attitude Era laying the SmackDown. So she probably caught the Rock at about early 2001, 2002,
Latest,
1999.
she wanted to
But
lay the
as
smackdown on them cakes.
yeah, but as a little girl, because we already know she's young. But
Yeah,
fast forward reverse, she'd be like, look, if the Rock throwing it at me, you don't think I'm a get in his DM? Now the Rock, I don't know what the hell he thought. was a stunt, was that a smart move? Maybe his wife just don't care. I don't know, but
And one more thing before I let y'all continue on, which sounds a little crazy, is like because he said he wants to be her pet. So am I jumping out the window by saying, let me find out this dude Rock is into BDSM? Like he basically wants her to whip him and all that crazy shit.
Yeah.
I I
Hold on,
mean,
let Nate and Tove get into this
uh,
real quick. Pause.
the,
No, we need
I,
we need JCD on here because he criticizes anything The Rock does. Rock
What?
gives his
Like,
stuntman.
this is a perfect time for JCD to pull
Oh, I
up.
know, dude.
you
Rock
know what?
gives his stuntman a brand new truck. He says, "Oh, nice going." He increases property taxes, is this and that. It's like, wow,
I
fucking
don't I
wow.
don't know. I don't think I could see him being a slave to Megan Thee Stallion. I think The Rock be like, the hell with this. I'm gonna tear these cheeks up, but I don't think that he would submit to her. I
Cause
think when he
isn't that like cold talk? Like when they say they want to be a pet, so that is like being like somewhat submissive.
no, I don't know. The Rock is kind of different, even though that he don't his blackness comes out. To me, that's probably some new young term to I want to be your little sex toy. I don't really think pet. Or he said it in a way he like, I'll be your sugar daddy as long as you don't tell nobody.
Yeah,
Because you gotta understand, The Rock is up there. He's the biggest man in Hollywood. I don't think The Rock really want to have no serious sex scandals or anything like that. Especially now how they looking at how everybody is treating Will Smith after the slap, and now it's just a slap. But I
Hmm.
think I
You,
think The Rock
I,
just
and
want to. I
I
think The
think he
Rock
want.
just want to
I
smash the
definitely think
cheeks.
he want to smash. He definitely want to smash. That's no shout
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
but you know what? There must be something leading to him coming out at that. They must have crossed paths with each other. She gave him the look, and someone brought it up about Megan Thee Stallion, or he probably just been checking her out on videos. And he's like, you know what? I would tear that up.
Cause
He
she's
But
not
this,
look.
ugly. She's not.
She,
She's not ugly. She thick ass bitch. She popping right now. Um, and she's been popping for a minute. Now that you think of it,
but you, but you know
I
what?
thought she would have
Maybe
been. Hold on, wait. I thought she would have been done by now. Like I thought 15 minutes of fame would have been done. But
yeah.
she's been popping like what 2 years? You could say like 2 straight years, maybe three.
You know what? I bet you Megan is looking at this like, look, I'm 25, 26. I'm tired of messing with these dumb hood industry guys. Maybe I need to get me a guy of a caliber like that. Because it's like, okay, if Dwayne Johnson looking at me that way, who else is checking out Megan Thee Stallion that's at a high caliber? She could probably be like,
Mm.
screw this. Michael B. Jordan is on the market. I might go after him.
Michael Jordan's on the market.
I mean,
That'll be a downgrade though compared to the
now
Rock.
I don't. Well. The Rock, I'm gonna look at as a sexual fantasy. I'm talking about Michael B. Jordan right now.
Whoa!
Yeah, she look at The
That
Rock as a sexual fantasy, but
nah,
Michael
nah, I'm
B.
fucking with you. I'm fucking
Jordan,
with you. Go ahead.
but Michael B. Jordan right now is the number one black actor in Hollywood. So
No, he's
Who's
not.
the
That's the
actor?
Rock.
I was gonna say.
no. Rock,
The
Rock.
Rock is the number one black
All
actor
right.
in
I mean,
Hollywood.
all right. Let me rephrase. Up and coming star.
I guess you could say he's second. I guess it's safe to say
Yeah,
Michael
he's
B.
second.
Jordan is second.
But maybe we need to put The Rock in a different category when it comes to Hollywood. You know how they say A-listers? He's an A-plus lister.
Right. Okay.
He's like in the
Okay,
same
very well.
category as Keanu Reeves.
Is Keanu Reeves considered an A plus A-lister right now?
Yeah, after the success of the John Wick movies.
I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was an A-lister when The Matrix came out, but then they haven't made a Matrix
Definitely.
for a while.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
but when John Wick came out, I didn't even know what the hell John Wick was about. I saw some shit on Netflix, and I said, "Oh damn, I missed this shit. Where was I at? Didn't
Yeah,
know nothing
man.
about John Wick." Now, I think Megan, like I said, Megan Thee Stallion boyfriend needs to jump on Megan because I think she flirted right back. I think he's a little beta male on that one. He allows Megan to act the way she's acting.
Mm. So, if you
So
there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what's going on, my dude? How you feeling?
I was just forcing myself to watch that 2.0, man. Fucking Pornhub pedophile garbage.
horrible, ain't it? Horrible.
Horrible, man. I
I
see
haven't
That
some
that
watched.
chick.
damn that
On
I
some
damn
see
real
some.
shit, I haven't
go ahead.
watched NXT. I haven't watched NXT since it went to USA. When it went to USA, I was over it. I knew it was gonna go downhill from then.
They had a show called Heat Wave. I was like, Heat Wave, wasn't that an
I,
ECW show?
I
Yeah.
So I
forgot
was
about
like,
that. Yeah, I forgot about that
yeah.
heat wave bullshit. So did
So
did this dude retain the
yeah, Braun
Dogface
Breaker.
Junior?
Yeah, Braun Breaker retained. I watched about 15 minutes. I had to tap out. There's some chick. She's got a gimmick where she comes out in her pajamas, and I was like,
Oh my
Yeah, I
"What?"
know
God,
about
I know
her.
what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I know
Then
about
there's this black that black dude I've been telling y'all about. You
Hmm.
may not remember. I told y'all a couple of months ago. They got rid of 205 Live and they replaced it with this new show called Level Up. And I saw this GIF on Twitter. I thought it was fake, but it was
it's a
real.
gift. The gift.
Yeah. It was it's this black dude. He's
Gift,
heavy
gift.
set and like he was humping the ring post as his
Oh
interest. Like
yeah,
he
I
comes
remember
out.
you saying
I
that
know who
shit.
you talking about. It's that
Yeah,
dude with the dreads with a long beard. Yeah.
yeah. He had a vignette on the show, so he's debuting and like so he's cutting a promo and basically like I'm not even trying to be funny or insensitive. He's basically like an overweight Velveteen Dream because he's cutting the promo. Remember back in the day, like when the Nation was feuding with DX and remember that segment where like The Rock put China on her knees and Mark Henry had his
Yeah,
tongue out like
yeah.
he
Like he
was
was
doing
about to
shit
pull out
like
his meat.
yeah, that's what this guy's gimmick
Shit.
is.
He about to do that. He
He's
about to
like,
do that to make the stallion soon.
yeah. So this dude's like a fucking hybrid of like fucking Viscera and Velveteen Dream. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I see fucking what's the chick's name? Mandy Rose, and she's got like this group they call themselves Toxic Attraction. And I see this group and like,
Yeah.
listen, everything in pro wrestling's been done before. I know that, but when I saw them, the first thing I thought was, "Fucking beautiful people did it better, bitch." They did it way better than they did. It's just too tacky, man. I can't get into this shit. I
Did they take
tried.
the title off Mandy Rose?
No, she won, and she's not even
No,
good.
no,
Apparently,
she's
she's been
not.
champion for like 300 days. I'm like, why?
I'm like, yeah, exactly. I didn't even know that either.
Yeah. Then they had the Santos Escobar guy
That's
was
my
finally
those are
good.
my dudes. The
Yeah,
He's on
what's
his
their
way
name
to make.
again?
yeah,
Look,
Santos Escobar.
Legato
Like yeah,
Fantasma, whatever.
yeah, Legato fantastic. Yeah, he
Those are
fought
my dudes.
Tony.
Now, they should get called up
well,
and join
Yeah,
the
apparently he
tag team
has.
division.
Santos is on his way.
Yeah,
yeah.
all of them should go. All of the
Nope,
Legato Phantasm should
just
go. All of them.
just Santos got called up. They still got that stupid gimmick going on with Legato Phantasmo. The two got to stay there and be the servant of that fake wannabe Italian mob's garbage
Who
gimmick.
that big tit bitch?
Tony D'Angelo.
Yes,
Hey,
horrible.
at least
Wait,
somebody
hold
in
on,
creative is
wait. Hold up. So the dudes from Legato Phantasma went with Tony D'Angelo?
No, they're
no the
forced.
gimmick. No, this was it was the last match. So and so I don't fucking pay attention. All I know is that somehow Legato's group got absorbed into Tony's group. So Tony had a match against
Huh?
yeah. So Tony had a match against him, and the stipulation was that if Tony won, then they have to go to the main roster, but the group has to stay behind. But then if Legato
Oh
won,
my god.
Right. So Tony's group won. So Santos is gone from 2.0, but everybody else has to stay in the group now, which is
The
just
only thing I can think of with that is that maybe they don't want too much stables on the main roster. That I could understand.
It's not our fault that the main roster was garbage, and now the new talent is starting to come in, and these are these are guys that were rocking in NXT. And I'm sorry, the main roster need to get rid of for the budget cuts. I already know who to get rid of. Nikki
Who
Ash,
would you who would you get rid of?
Nikki Ash, Dewdrop. I don't know on the men's side because it seems like they're all being used. Like one guy
About
said,
time.
Veer Mahan might get cut. You never know what.
Nah, Van Mahan, if treated right, is the future. He gotta be like what they doing right now, like because I see, or I could be bugging that Triple H is trying to book him as a monster face. Before y'all came up here, I was saying that like
A monster
that's
face?
the direction they should go with him, a monster face, because he all tired of the monster foreign heel. You know, the dude that's not from America. Automatically, when you're not from America, you're a heel. That shit is redundant now.
oh yeah. In a
Yeah, I was
nutshell,
just
all I
thinking they
really got
should
to
do a
say,
future endeavor draft or
yeah, all I got to say about 2.0 is I just want them to just pick something because it's like it's all over the place. Like the show's not bad, so it's like you'll have like a good wrestling match followed by like people that are just green as fuck and they shouldn't be on TV, followed by like a sex appeal segment like straight out of Pornhub, followed by
They
like somebody wearing PJs. It's all over the fucking place. Everything's all
They don't know who to
rainbowish
cater
looking.
to.
Yeah,
don't.
it's
They
like
didn't. They don't
yeah,
know who
so
to
it's
cater to, and they don't know who's gonna carry that brand. Like, here's the
right.
I
thing.
gotta
This is
I
when he
just
gotta
throw
lost
the
their
shit
way.
at a
Hold on,
wall and see
wait,
what sticks.
hold on, wait. I'm gonna let y'all go. I will say this. Here's when he lost their way. Is when this dude, Braun Breaker, lost to Dolph Ziggler. That was a big blow to NXT because Dolph Ziggler did not need to win that strap. People thinking like, oh, that's gonna help
Yeah, he did.
get Braun Breaker over. It did not help him get over. If anything, that made him into more of an afterthought now. So right now, he has no choice but to come to the main roster next year and dethrone Roman Reigns. Because if
The
that don't happen, he may fall in a pile of bullshit. He
I
may
I
fall
think
to the point of in obscurity.
I know who they building up to dethrone Roman Reigns.
Madcap Moss.
Wait, before
No,
you go on
oh
that,
my god.
hold up, before you go on that, I think what they were trying to do was they had Ziggler take the belt off of him, I think, to get more people to check out 2.0. It didn't work. And then when he won it
What?
back, if you remember, he won it back at the Raw after Mania. And I think what they were trying to
Yeah,
do is they were trying to give Braun the belt back in front of the biggest stage possible, but like nobody cared. That crowd was dead.
right.
No one gave a fuck at all. So yeah,
The
that
same
I
way
match
just
how
probably
that
think
was
him
crowd.
being. Go ahead, Snoz. What you gonna say, Snoz? What?
No, I was gonna say the same way how that same crowd did not give a fuck that Hit Row was debuting, but then when they came back from being released, they want to suddenly have a big pop for them, and Vince McMahon is not there. See, like I totally understand that Vince wasn't like a great like he didn't like have perfect like decision making, but one thing I would say is that like people like Karrion Cross, people like um, Hit Row, when they came back, they had a huge pop, but like it took Vince McMahon to release them for you to get that reaction from them.
No, that's bullshit. You know
No,
what
it
I?
wasn't
No,
even
you
a
know why I
release. They
say that?
just
And
the fans
you
were
know what it is?
boring back then.
No, no, no. Hold on. Because where was Hit Row? Where was that show at when Hit Row re-debuted? Where were they
I
at?
don't know,
Smack uh shit.
but it's Hit
I mean, the,
Row.
the city, the city. What
Damn.
city they was in?
I
But
don't
I have
know.
no idea.
that's neither here nor there. It was a pleasant surprise. That Hit Row showed up like that. A lot of people didn't expect that. You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
it.
And I would also say this. Um, I just don't. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it, but I understand why people felt it because there's no hit roll without swerve. But I understand, and you guys made me understand. Slugs and Tove, y'all made me understand that
I
they could add life to the tag team division. Now, when it comes to that
Mhm.
aspect, cool. But other than that,
Right.
I could have cared less.
you know
Because
what,
like
Art?
we could have got Swerve in that group. We could have had them versus the Bloodline after they would have got built up between like the New Day and the Viking Raiders.
I actually hate Swerve.
Why?
I ain't trying to sound
I'm not
political.
bashing. I'm not coming at
Yeah,
you, but I just want to know
I,
like why. I'm peculiar to know.
I don't know. I
I'm
don't
not
mind
trying to sound political,
it.
but Swerve
I said I'm peculiar to know. I said that wrong, but you know
Swerve
what I mean.
Swerve falls into that stereotype that I can't stand. The
But
goatee.
it's good for marketing. That's you call it good for marketing.
Ah, come, I'm tired of every black wrestler gotta be hip hop
Or
niggerish.
maybe that's who he is though. Maybe that's who he is, like in
It is
real
what
life.
he
Like
that is who he is though, because
Yeah.
he does
He
make
does. He
music.
does. Yeah, he does make his own music, so it's cool.
yeah, it's not like it's a gimmick that he's like was given and he's putting the gold tooth on and stuff.
And
I
you
know,
gotta
but
also remember too,
after
Scott. You also
quarantine,
gotta remember too, Scott. Like they there's always people out there that's saying that wrestling is out of touch, WWE's out of touch. They don't know what's going on nowadays. Swerve fills that gap. Cause dude that's dressed like Swerve and act like Swerve, dabbing and all that shit, that's what goes on nowadays. Is a person
Yeah.
like Swerve.
but I don't know. I'm maybe because I compare him and how Montez Ford is. Montez Ford is more believable. I believe that I like Montez Ford because even though he has this little hip hop look, you can still put him on the road and have him do a guest appearance, and it doesn't bring bad publicity and it doesn't look ghetto and X, Y, and Z. I see Swerve. I'm like, I can't take you serious, bro. You look like if someone even says something that you don't like, you ready to fight them.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. That dude's a trained wrestler.
No,
Yeah,
man,
he's
it's
a
like
trained.
Sandman said. It's like Sandman says. It's marketability. I knew about Swerve before he was in NXT. My first exposure to him was in Lucha Underground, and he played the Kill Shot character, and he wore a
Oh, I love
mask.
Kill Shot.
Yeah, he wore the mask, and he had like the bullseye on his head, like
That mask was tough.
Oh,
off the Daredevil.
we got an update. Apparently,
Mhm.
Pete Dunne is gonna drop that Butch gimmick.
Damn it.
Yeah, I
I
heard
like it.
about that. I heard about that. I heard about that. Like basically, Triple H plans on giving everybody their names back. Like all the superstars or wrestlers that Vince McMahon took their surnames from. He's planning on
Mhm.
giving them back. Like a
But
Tommaso
he's good.
Ciampa, like a Gunther. Who knows? Gunther might be Walter again.
You know
Oh,
what?
excuse me,
Goot,
not
Gunther's
Walter,
grow.
Walter.
I don't know.
No.
Gunther's starting to grow on me.
I never
Go
had a
back to
problem
get.
with Gunther. I thought Gunther sounded badass.
I thought
I
it
never
was
had a
cool
problem with
because
Gunther.
it had the word gun in it. So I'm like, Gunther.
Yeah, that's just Vince. He's gone now. The thing about Vince is that he just
That's
has to
kicking.
put his stamp on something. It was just change for the sake of change. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm a fan of that
Right.
mentality.
He did that because he didn't want to sign that contract where he had to he couldn't go anywhere else with that name, so they gave him Gunther.
Oh yeah, I get it. Oh boy, what's his name? Fuck.
Oh yeah, they
L.A. Knight. He's smart too. That's why
Yeah,
he changed his name to L.A. Knight and not Eli Drake. You
they
know.
didn't
I
want
wonder if
to
he's gonna change
trademark
his
their
name back.
names. Yep, they didn't want to trademark their names.
Yeah.
Remember L.A. Gear shoes? I remember
But
that
they,
back
Oh
in
but
the day.
shit, he
Oh
took
my
it back.
god.
that's a good that even though that's a good thing to keep people in a company, they gotta be remembered though. Like AEW, if they would have did that to Cody Rhodes, he wouldn't be able to come back to the WWE as Cody Rhodes
No, he
or
couldn't.
as
They couldn't touch
as
that
American
name.
Nightmare.
He paid for that name, and
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
he did it.
AEW
He
can't
did
touch
it.
it.
He did.
Yeah,
They
he
told
would.
remember they
No,
owned that name. They owned the
he
Rhodes
would.
name at once upon a time.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
court.
but he wouldn't be able to be the American Nightmare if he had made that deal with AEW.
Yeah,
American
I'm
Nightmare
glad.
is in Washington D.C. That's Joe Biden. That's the
But,
American
but yeah, to
Nightmare.
go back,
Biden.
but yeah, to go
Oh,
back to but yeah, to
leave
go back
sleep,
to Sandman's
leave
point, it's all
Sleepy
about
Joe alone.
marketing. It all goes back to marketing.
Sleepy Joe.
Like, I was a big fan of Killshot and Lucha Underground, but like when Swerve was Killshot, nobody was talking about him because he was a good wrestler, but he was just a good wrestler. But then when he revamped himself as, Isaiah Swerve Scott, all of a sudden WWE picked him up. And now he's on TV
Right.
and, now more people know about him. So that's what you got to do to market yourself sometimes. You got to look different. But I get where you're coming from, though.
How long is his contract with AEW?
Oh, I
5
don't know.
years.
Probably
I
3
think so.
5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's
it's like
the
5
problem,
years.
man.
Most of the
The way-
people that signed last year, most of them signed like 3 to 5 year deals. That's the average AEW deal.
See,
I'm gonna.
The way
yeah, but
the way
yeah, but like
AEW going, they might not make it 5 years.
the young guys, man, that left WWE, like Keith Lee and Swerve Scott, they signed them long deals. I'm like, you going into something that you don't know is going to be for 5 more years.
But you realize that a lot of the people also signed the 5 year deals for WWE and regretted it, like Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure where you're going with this.
Yeah.
And then you also have
because,
people
like,
that signed. You also had people that signed 5 year deals and got fired, like Gallows and Anderson. So
Yeah.
signing shit isn't
That's
guaranteed.
different.
So I don't really know where you're going.
No, because like
Tony Khan ain't
you know
got the guts
AEW
to
gonna let
fire
them go.
nobody. Tony Khan ain't got the guts to fire nobody. He
Yeah,
said
he
not-
already
you're not very
confirmed. Yeah, he already
upset.
confirmed he's not going to fire anybody. The way AEW does it is that he lets the contract expire and then he decides if he wants to renew
He's
it.
such
And if
a-
he doesn't
Yeah.
renew it, then
And that's
he's
that's
such a fanboy.
and
But
yeah,
like if I was
that
Swerve Scott, I
that
was
makes him look like a pussy. Because it's like if you're a boss, you should not be scared to fire anybody. That's what's gonna hinder him, and that's what's gonna make him look like a fucking chump
really, I
and
think
make
that's a
people
quiet.
run all
I
over
think,
him.
I think that's a respectful way to do it because even if someone does
No,
get
it's
fired,
not.
it's quiet.
No, it's not. So
No,
you're gonna
it's
keep
not. It's
someone
not the
who ain't doing
respectful.
his job?
If you're a boss, you had to do the dirty work too. You have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
That's why they got
Yeah, but if you-
evaluations at jobs. If you're not doing the job, they
You
respectfully
gotta get the
bring
fuck
you
out of
in.
here.
Yeah, they
Well,
But
that's
respectfully
you
what
have
he
bring
hush
did.
you
money.
in.
Well,
And
that's
also
what he
have
did
other
hush
to
shit,
money.
Mick Swole.
it's different. Hold on, it's different with wrestling. If you think of it, it's more dangerous when it comes to wrestling because what if there's a person out there that's actually hurting people, and you're not gonna fire that motherfucker because you don't want to feel like you're the bad guy?
But that's
Yep.
what he does. He's just quiet about it. There's just the only thing that he doesn't do is there's no yo wishes future endeavors for yo. Like whenever people are fired, it's just quiet. That's it. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like they
That's
do
it.
release people. They're just
No,
quiet.
because you
That's
said
all.
no, because you said he'd rather not fire nobody. He'd rather just let their contract now.
I'm
Well,
not
my
paying.
Yeah,
point was
there's
I'm
nothing
not
wrong with
paying
that.
you.
point.
I'm not paying you. You ain't doing your job correctly. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Right, but like my
But-
point was all about like he
It's
signed a deal for too
AEW.
long. Like why 5 years? He should have signed it for 3. I would have signed it
Oh,
for
I
3
don't,
or 2.
I don't know their exact
I-
year. I'm saying most people that signed last year signed 3 or 5 years. So
Yeah, verify.
Yeah, like
That's the
Swerve, I
AEW.
think he signed to like 5 years. Yeah.
but you need to
'Cause
understand
I know
that
Keith Lee
WWE
is signed for a long time too.
Yeah, but for WWE and AEW, you need to understand that the majority of deals signed for both of those companies are usually 5 years. Like when Kevin Owens resigned, that was also for 5 years. When Randy Orton resigned, that was also 5 years. AJ Styles is 5 years. So you're
Man,
going to get
Randy-
3 or you're going to get 5.
Randy
So-
Orton's a lifer.
Oh, I'm not saying
He's
he's
a lot.
going anywhere. I'm just saying that when you sign for a mainstream company on television, you're not going to get a 1 year deal or a 2 year deal. It's going to be 3 or 5. You're going to have to show some type of incentive that you're going to be there for the long term. That's just how it is. It's smart business. Now, the Leo Rush dude, when he signed, he got like a short deal because TK didn't trust his ass, and TK was right because Leo Rush is fucking bipolar as fuck. But that's another story altogether.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he keeps his
I
he
think
keeps
Leo
retiring.
Rush is a fucking moron. I think
He
he's
is a moron.
Very
had
talented in the ring. Don't get it fucked
Right.
up.
Mm-hmm.
he had an
but
opportunity
he
with
is an
Bobby
idiot.
Lashley. You had an opportunity with Bobby Lashley. Could have been in the Hurt Business. Fuck that up.
I was like, whatever, when the Big Swole
But
shit
as you
happened.
seen, check it. As you seen, I don't know if y'all follow Leo Rush on the gram. Like he did hint. I guess you could say he hinted that he may be in Bobby Lashley's side again. Like when it comes in being a manager, because he did post a lot of pics. Like he did like a photo dump with him and Lashley. So like that's just basically building speculation. Like let me find out he may be back as Lashley's manager.
I think he's a journeyman, and he just doesn't want to stay in one place at one time, and I can respect that. But if you're a booker or a promoter, like, I don't want to trust this dude for a serious spot. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, look
I
at the
agree.
package that AEW
But
did for him, and it was
I pulled
nothing.
Well,
this
then
shit up real quick.
Just put him
Go
through a
ahead, go ahead,
table
go
then.
ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, just like if you're Triple H, book him to get put through a table every week until you learn
right,
his lesson.
right. To Scott's point, TK took care of him. They gave him the video package and said he was an entrepreneur. And remember, he was doing the thing with what's his name from what's the kid's name? The dude, the two brothers, Top Flight. Right. He teamed up with them, and
Okay,
he was teaming.
yeah.
Yeah. That was a good story with him and Team Taz, and then he just fucking dipped. He just left. And then
No,
he
it
did the
wasn't
same
like that.
thing.
No. Let's not gloss over what he did. Because remember, this all started with the whole Swole incident.
Well,
When
come
he
on, man.
said
You know his track record. He was gonna dip anyway. That's what he always does.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
if
But that's
even if
what
the
he
swole
happened
shit never
though.
happened,
That's what happened.
it would have been something else.
And Swole
You
wasn't a
right
good
though.
wrestler. And Swole wasn't a good wrestler. They said that
Right.
she been there for
He
3
was
years
being
and did
real.
not.
Tony Khan was being real.
Right.
Yeah, she been there for 3 years and ain't make no progress.
See,
No
that's what I'm talking
improvement.
about. That was one of the few times when TK did what you guys suggested, and Twitter got fucking mad. So that's why he just does it quietly. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm not trying
I
to
ain't
defend
worried.
TK.
If I was TK, I ain't worried about no damn Swole.
But
Why?
hold on, wait. That's not. See, that's the thing. He didn't like that. Didn't happen because Swole got fired. It happened over something else, and basically TK was saying like, "Oh, I don't know why she's even involving herself in this, and she can't even fucking wrestle." That's basically what he said. Not in verbatim, but that's what he was saying. Like he jumped out the window. Tony
Yeah,
Khan.
and then she used that race car bullshit. If that was the case, then why Jay Cargill's built so strong?
Jay Cargill just looks like a star. Like I was
No,
telling y'all,
no,
like
no. What
she don't know how to wrestle, but neither did
no,
China. China sucked
no,
as a wrestler, but she just
no.
looked like a star.
But what
I'm
Swole
telling you,
tried to
she's gonna be
say,
the next jump to WWE.
Swole tried to say that black wrestlers are not being heard out and then not have a voice. Then why Jay Cargill getting pushed to the moon if they don't have a voice with limited wrestling ability? Swole, get the fuck out of here.
What she really meant was I'm not being pushed. That's what she meant.
Maybe because one, she's not that cute with that shaved hair, half head. 2, you can't fucking wrestle, and 3, you can't cut a promo. You're ugly, can't wrestle, can't cut a promo. 3 strikes. I'm sorry.
She did have the charisma though. How much I'm sounding good?
You sound
She
great.
had
Yeah.
something. She was like, cut the
Like
shit.
she did have the charisma though. I give Swole that. Like
I think there's something there. I could definitely see her like as a manager or as an on-screen character, but like in the ring, it was just no good.
No good.
Granted, I've seen chicks far worse than Big Swole get pushed far higher.
You know what she should do?
So I get where she's coming from.
She should like be like a big, like you know how she's like already like a big woman, like then like one day just like debut a bigger woman.
Well,
and be her
you
manager.
you might be onto something. You might be onto something, Snugs.
The only issue I agree with Big Swole is I agree with her in the sense that like if you black and like you below average people are like way more harsh on you, whereas like if you white or any other race and you below average
like China
the other way, right, like Liv
let's
Morgan,
really be real.
Like Liv Morgan's not good, but she's SmackDown Women's Champion, and I would never ask for anyone to be fired. but I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck that Aaliyah chick still has a job. So many talented girls have been fired, and yet she's still there. She hasn't improved at all. She can't work. She can't cut a promo. She's not marketable, yet she's still there. But no, we're gonna fire Ember Moon.
You know
we're
what?
gonna
Hold
fire
on. Let's
Taya
give Scott.
Valkyrie.
Let's
You
give
know
Scott
what?
his flowers though. Let's give Scott his flowers. I'm gonna give you a round of applause, Scott. I'm gonna give you
On
your
what?
round of applause
On
with the
what?
whole Liv Morgan being champion. You got that when you talking about she's just a bum as a champion. Like
Yeah.
you got that. Like you called it. You definitely called it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like damn, because they're trying to go the whole sympathetic role with Liv Morgan.
Triple H is
That's
gonna.
what they really fucking up with.
That's
We
gonna
don't
be
want to be
Triple H.
sympathetic with her no more. We was really sympathetic for her from before.
Yep, she's
Like,
gonna cry. Triple H is gonna have a heart-to-heart talk with her in the office and say, "Look, I'm putting the title on Shayna Baszler. I gave you your fame. It's just not working. Now you can go back to the performance center and work on your craft, but you just can't be champion." And she gonna boo-hoo-hoo, cry her little heart off, and then we're gonna get a real badass wrestler who
I just think how she's booked. I don't think it's her wrestling ability. I think it's how she's booked. You know what I'm saying? Like Vince had her booked as a sympathetic. First she's a sympathetic up and comer, then she's a sympathetic champion. No, it don't work like that. When you get that belt, you're supposed to, what I'm saying, be more confident in yourself after that.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we can't
Because
judge
she's
her.
small.
We can't judge her off of Ronda Rousey because Ronda
So
Rousey's not the greatest wrestler. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna judge her on how she performs against Shayna Baszler, and I think that's gonna be a match. I hate to say it, that match is gonna be so god awful, not because of Shayna Baszler, but because Liv Morgan is just a horrible wrestler. Liv Morgan is just pretty much a likable version of Alexa Bliss. She's a likable version of Alexa Bliss.
She's
Both of
Alexa
them,
Bliss Light.
both of them can't do a wrestling hold. If you watch Alexa Bliss wrestle, all she's gonna do is kick someone on the stomach. She's gonna rake someone's eyes. I never seen her do a body slam. I never seen her do a suplex.
Yeah,
The only
because
the only
you
thing
forgot
the
flips.
only
You forgot some flips. She
yeah, I was
does
about to
flips here
say
and there.
that's the only thing she can do is jump on the top rope, flip off the turnbuckle, or flip on the dick. She probably flipped on Vince McMahon's dick. Who fucking knows? But Clash at the Castle
And
is going to
but
be a disaster.
I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah.
don't mean to go to the. I don't mean to go left, but shit. If I was single, I'll fuck the shit out of Alexa Bliss' little ass. I'll destroy that pussy. But carry on.
I'm sorry. I'm more of a bear. I'm
I
more
think
of a
she
bear.
looks. Fuck that. I think she looks better than Charlotte Flair. Way better than Charlotte Flair.
I don't
Hey,
know
yo,
about that
Nah, she
now.
do
hey,
look
yo,
better.
shout outs to
I don't
In the
know.
face, she looks
I don't
better
know
than
about
Charlotte Flair.
that.
I'm
hey, yo, shout outs
I
to
don't know
Sasha
about
Banks
that.
getting her car broken into. Y'all see that Twitter clip
Oh,
of
get the
Sasha
fuck
and
out of
Naomi?
here.
oh shit.
Oh
See,
wow. I know
you
Scott will
see,
be happy about that.
you see, God don't like ugly. Don't mess with God's children.
But
Hey, yo,
come on, my dude, Scott. Like
check
Scott,
out the
like
clip.
you can't be mad at her for doing what she's doing when it comes to these creeps out here. There's a lot of creeps out here.
I'm
Check out the
sorry,
clip on
R.
Twitter, guys. Check out
I
the
have
clip on
so
Twitter of
I have
Sasha and
so
Naomi
many
no selling the TMZ guy.
I have so many I got so many years on Sasha Banks. She's a bitch. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. I ain't
She's
gonna
not
go.
she's
I
not
may
even
be
the most
critical.
she's
I
not even the
may be
most
critical, but I ain't gonna
talented
go
one.
that far.
She's not even the most talented one out the group. It's safe to say
She's
that
one
I
of the
agree.
most.
She is.
No,
I.
You
it's
that's
safe
She's a
bugging.
bit
Now you
overrated.
bugging.
She's
that's
a
no
bit
not true,
they
overrated.
bro.
it's safe to
No.
say that
Sasha
barely
could bring
wasn't
a
her
good match
talent.
out of any female on
Sasha is
that
the only
roster.
person to get a good match out of Nia Jax, so that's just
Exactly.
Sasha can cut great promo. She can do great matches. Yes, but like
She's a bitch.
to me, I just she's how do I put this? Like she's not as a better wrestler as Charlotte. She's not
no,
a
she's
better
better.
wrestler
She's not a better
than
wrestler than
Not even
Bailey.
Charlotte. Not even Charlotte
she's
can
not
have a
even,
good match with
Bailey's
Nia.
better.
Her match
Bailey's
with Nia
better.
was so bad they got into a shoot in the ring. So
It's like damn.
sorry.
she's
I remember
almost
that
Tom
too.
Nikki's
So I remember
level.
that because
that was all over Twitter. They were tagging each other for
I
real.
don't
Not even
know.
Charlotte
She,
could bring
because
out a
Charlotte
match
got
tonight.
frustrated.
You know
Charlotte
I can
got
what?
even give
frustrated at
I
Nia
give
Jax, and
Beck.
she started shooting on her.
I like Charlotte because she even though she's stiff, that's one tough ass son of a bitch.
The other
She is one
problem
of
with
the
Yeah,
toughest
Charlotte,
that's
women.
the thing though. I'm not
the
hating on
other
Charlotte.
issue,
Charlotte could go. Charlotte
She has
can
a
go.
mean streak.
She
the
can
other
go, but
issue, the
one
other
motherfucker
issue with
sitting there
Charlotte.
saying, "I got you." So hold on, you go right
Yeah,
after
yeah.
me. Like the thing that I'm trying to explain to people that yes, I know Charlotte is good, but saying she's one of the best, hell no,
No,
she's
none of
Yes,
us
not.
ever said that. We want
yes,
to clap the cheeks, but she ain't one of the best.
yes.
And
She
the,
is
and
Thank
one
the
of
you,
the
other
best.
Sean. That's all
issue,
I'm
Well,
saying.
the
I'm
other
No,
sorry.
issue that she
I'm
I'm sorry.
saying
has,
I want
I'm
to
sorry.
clap cheeks,
No.
and
Hold on,
she's
hold
one
on,
of the
y'all. Let's
greatest
hope
to
go.
ever
Let's
do
hope
it.
go. Hold on.
and
Let's
I
hope
was gonna
go.
say, and the other issue she has, and now that Triple H is in charge, I feel more confident this will be changed. When you're in wrestling, you can only be the same character for so long. You got to change it up or you get stale. Sasha, Bailey, Becky, Bianca, Asuka, Alexa, even like low card chicks like Carmella and like Selena Vega, they've all changed their shit up. They've changed their look. They've changed their character. They can be face. They can be heel. They can be tweener. Charlotte, she can only be one thing, which is the
The
queen.
queen.
And the shit's mad old. It's time to do
Nah,
something else.
you
She's
know
got to
why?
reinvent
Because y'all
herself.
always hate her. Not because y'all
No,
always hate
bro.
on her,
No,
so she's always a heel.
because you can't have other top heels as long as she's there. You can't have Shayna as a top heel. You can't have Rhea as a
Because
top heel.
that won't trigger
Bianca
Shit,
her.
can't be a top
look at
heel.
Baron Corbin. Look at Baron Corbin. He's not the king anymore.
It's like
Remember, he
Brock
was the
Lesnar,
king for
bro.
like 2 years. Wasn't he like the king for like 2 years? He's not the king anymore.
Right? It's
Even
like
he
Brock
changed his
Lesnar, bro.
character.
Like Brock Lesnar, like he was the conqueror heel, and like when he was the conquering heel, it was like everybody else was on a holding pattern. And then when he turns face, then all of a sudden now you can have all these other heels. So like
And
Charlotte,
he's
she's a good
refreshing now. He's very
right.
refreshing.
So to me, where Charlotte lacks is she's great in the ring, but like as a character, she's easily the weakest. She's basically been the same chick since day one in NXT, and it's time to
She's just
change.
being herself. She's just adding
It's a
queen
Well,
because
no.
she needs to be
It
something
don't
else. To me.
matter. So that you making her sound even worse, Nuns. That means she's a
no,
one-dimensional bitch.
no,
Yep.
she's
With half a cheek.
multi-dimensional in the ring.
Every
half a
every
No,
top
cheek.
she's
star,
not. What do
Yeah.
you mean? Come on
every
now.
every top star, male or female, has to reinvent themselves. Austin did it, Brett did it, Michaels
Well,
did it,
well,
Everybody
Trish did
did
it.
it.
you know what though?
Even
She's probably gonna do
even
that.
John Cena did it.
She's
Yeah,
Because
probably gonna
John
do
plastic
that
Cena
next.
surgery.
wasn't always hundreds of respect.
She's
From before he was a Marine, before that he was a rapper, before that he was a cyborg. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm Triple
and then
H,
and
if
then
I'm Triple H,
forever he
this
was
is what needs to happen.
what the
This is
fuck you
what needs to
call it?
happen with Charlotte. This is what needs to happen with
Also
Charlotte. If I'm
respect and
Triple
loyalty,
H,
dude.
if I'm Triple H, this is what needs to happen with Charlotte. Charlotte comes back from her, her honeymoon, whatever. I don't give a fuck who's champion. I don't care if it's Liv. I don't care if it's Shayna. I don't care if it's Ronda. I don't give a fuck who it is. Triple H
I
has a meeting
do.
with Charlotte, and Triple H says, "Here's the deal, Charlotte. You're having a title match with whoever the fucking champion is, whether it's Shayna, Liv, or Ronda. Preferably Shayna. I'm hoping it's
And you
Shayna,
will
but it could be
lose.
anybody. And she'll lose. And after she loses, we're going to have a draft. We're going to draft you to a different show, and you're going to completely reinvent yourself. New look,
You know what?
new theme song, new character,
Charlotte
everything.
hasn't been on TV for a minute, so probably
what?
this whole entire time
I
she's
don't
been
think
away. She's
Charlotte's
probably
coming.
reinventing herself.
I don't think Charlotte's coming back. I think this is her big break. She wants to have a family. So she'll have. You won't see her till after she has her first child.
She
Nah.
might be
That's fine.
pregnant. Who knows?
Oh,
Andrade
she's-
might have put a bun in the oven. Who knows?
No, not a bun in the oven. He was dropping that pinto sauce up in there. But I
Snugs,
think
what you
she's
gonna
gonna
say?
have
Go ahead,
kids.
Snugs.
No, I'm saying no. She's probably gonna stay away for a while until probably after, if they do Shayna versus Ronda Rousey, then after the winner of that, maybe they might do like a couple rematches of that. Then Charlotte will come in and but I don't think she wants to come back right away because I think all this time, not seeing her for a while, gives everybody the spotlight, which is what I've been saying. Like, she's not selfish, at least in that regard, because she had her time. Now she's stepping away for a while and she's letting everybody else shine. Like now,
And I
Liv
think
Morgan's champion, and now you're about to have Shayna possibly as champion. Then you're
yeah,
possibly going to have great matches in between it without her being
Yo,
in the picture right
and,
yo.
now.
and
I want to let you
Charlotte
talk. I
wants her
really want to let
family.
you talk, Snubs, but you're killing me. You are fucking killing me, Snubs.
Oh, it was a little clicking.
You mean to tell me that that's the only reason or the main reason why Charlotte went on her honeymoon and stepped aside because she
Nah,
wanted the
she
other females to eat?
hell no. She wanted to
Yeah,
have a
because like
Exactly.
no, hold on. Because you know why? Because it ain't gonna matter. Because what they do right now ain't gonna matter. Because when she comes back, she gonna be champion. It ain't
No,
cut
gonna
it's
his
matter
not.
mic
after
You
off.
know
anything.
why it
Cut
matter?
his
You
mic
know why
off.
it's gonna matter? You know why it's gonna matter? Because Vince can handle more. Triple H
Cut
ain't
his
gonna
mic
book her
off.
the same way.
You bugging. Triple H has no
Triple
choice.
H is yo. You would hear from me first if Triple H
Triple H
booked
ain't
Charlotte
got
the
no
same way.
Triple H ain't got no ties with Charlotte. He don't hold no
Yeah.
ties.
The fuck out of here. Because if that was the
Charlotte,
case, why did she completely obliterate NXT's female division?
you forget one thing.
Oh,
Evolution.
What?
Come on, that's Ric Flair's daughter. They are connected, brother. She ain't gonna be booked in no dummy way.
You see,
She's got this when she
the
comes back.
problem with that though is that Ric Flair put over a lot of people unselfishly.
Yeah,
So yeah,
unselfishly. He gave the title to Bret Hart, a little mini man
right.
at that
Uh-huh.
time.
He
what
started a
pissed me
trend.
off, what pissed me off about Charlotte when she won the NXT title was that when she went down there, she beat everybody, and then when she lost the belt, she didn't even get pinned.
Yep.
It was a three-way. It was Io, Rhea, and Charlotte, and Rhea took the
That's
pin
good
and got
booking.
Charlotte.
Keeping her strong, that she never lost the title. That way she
Dude,
stays
that's
in
the
the
whole
title
point.
picture.
That's the whole point of sending her down there was to put somebody else over. She didn't even do that.
No,
Well,
it's also keep her strong while she loses.
That
so
doesn't
is
keep
it
anyone strong. That doesn't make do for anyone. If AEW did that, you'd never hear the end of it. Like imagine
yeah.
if Britt Baker lost the title to Thunder Rosa in a three-way,
But
and
you
Britt
haven't heard
didn't
me
even
do that
take the
yet.
pin. You know, you would never hear the end of that.
So is
No,
it safe to say that Bianca Belair is gonna lose her title at the Royal Rumble to either Bayley or Rhea Ripley?
I think she goes into Mania as champion. Probably. You know, they really like her. Kids like her. So
I mean, kids like her, but I feel like sometimes you shouldn't have the title. Not everyone should get a title for a full year. This is Bayley's
One,
second
two, one,
run.
two. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
I do believe that Bayley. I do believe that either it will be Bayley or give the credit where credit's due. Rhea Ripley needs it more than anybody. She got in the short end of the stick out of everyone.
My
Oscar
prediction
don't
for
Oscar don't need
Bianca
the belt.
is
I think Shayna got it worse than Rhea.
my
Shayna
prediction
got it worse
for
than Rhea.
Bianca is that she'll be champion at Mania or she'll go in as challenger and win again. She faced Sasha at last year's WrestleMania and faced Becky at this year's WrestleMania. So she's already faced two of the four horsewomen. So I could actually see her facing Charlotte or Bayley next year. They won't wait a year for her to face.
Well,
Bayley,
I
so.
think if Shayna wins the title off of Liv, I think they might just do like Ronda and Shayna, and then maybe do Sasha and Shayna.
Sasha ain't coming back.
Sasha, well,
Yes,
she's
she is.
on the
She
verge.
definitely
No,
coming back.
she ain't coming back. She don't need to come
They,
back.
they're
rumored
definitely coming. Her and
that it's already
Naomi is
been,
definitely coming back.
yeah,
They just waiting for
it's
the
All,
right
all I
time.
got to say to that is
it's
check
both
out the
rumors.
clip on Twitter. That's all I got to say about that.
Like her, like you know how much of a badass is they gonna look if Sasha.
Yep.
So like when what's that bitch name? Sky and
Oh,
Sky and
Dakota.
Kai. So like when Sky and Kai was to win that tournament, and then you have Naomi and this bitch Sasha Banks come out. You know how crazy the crowd will go. So like when they win, as soon as they win the tournament, and then you just have the Boss and Glow connection come out,
Yeah,
and they have the
I
Sasha
don't
and
know.
standoff.
I think
That
my
should be
ass.
major.
I don't know, but I
Sasha
think my ass
Naomi
would
with.
be taking a shit when that happens. So I don't give a fuck about Sasha right now. Fuck her.
Well, I like Sasha, even though I'm critical of her sometimes. But like, I
Hey
still
man,
love her.
how you feel about Sasha is how I feel about Bray. So I feel you.
Fuck Sasha, man. She
Like,
just
you gotta
how many
understand. That's what I'm saying. You gotta understand. You see the shit that I sent you, um, when you was talking about basically that picture with I guess he was like what 4 feet away from the Boston Glow connection, and he spent like what $150.
yeah.
I'm saying, is a reason why she did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of weirdos and creeps that
Oh,
be on they fuck shit, like with Alexa Bliss or some other that let those fans
That's
come
why I
close.
said check out the Twitter clip. You guys may not have heard me. They were
she's
at
not
Yeah,
the
we
only
heard you.
person that I'm
yeah,
sorry, she's not the only
they were at
she's
the
not the only person that deal with
The
creeps.
She-Hulk opening, and they were on the red carpet, and Naomi and Sasha were walking down the red carpet, and they had some TMZ reporter there, and the TMZ reporter was trying to ask them if they're going to go back to WWE. And in the clip, it's a short clip, it's only like a minute. Naomi, I mean, neither of them said anything, but Naomi was friendly. She was looking at the cameraman. She was smiling at him.
Sasha's a
So like
bitch.
Naomi was acknowledging his presence. Sasha just didn't give a fuck at all. She was just in her own world, in her own zone. I personally think that if Sasha doesn't want to, the ball's in her court. If she doesn't come back to WWE or wrestling in general, she's gonna find work easily because people are gonna be willing to pay for it. So whether she
You know
comes
what?
back or not, it doesn't matter.
All right, all right. Let's deep dive into that. Let's deep dive into that real quick when it comes to Sasha Banks' response, like her rolling her eyes or whatever. Don't you think she probably was asked that same question 100 times that day? You gotta think
Yeah,
of that
probably.
too. She probably got annoyed, like, oh my God, can I just live my fucking life? Like, I do got other things going on, like the Mandalorian and whatever. I do got other things going on, like I know she appreciates the love. But if you ask the same thing all fucking day from the time you wake up, you'll be a little annoyed too.
That's why I respect John Cena.
Yeah.
That's why I respect
No,
John
John
Cena.
Cena. You know who John
He
Cena is? You haven't seen The Boys?
Yeah.
You know about The Boys? John Cena is
Yeah.
like Homelander.
Yeah.
no.
Even Stubbs agrees.
Let let me tell you what
Like
John
he
Cena
knows how
is.
to hide it. He does know how
Let,
to hide it. But you already know.
Hmm.
Like, come on now. Cena is a tourist. We are natural born assholes.
no. Let me tell you
Oh
what
no.
John Cena is. John Cena is straight up straight up workhorse guy. There's a reason why he was the man for 10 years. You mean to tell me John Cena gets booed out his ass the moment he walked in the ring? He got shitted on in ECW, even though that
Not
was
for good.
cool.
Not
That
for
was
good
forgiven.
reasons though. Not for good
Yo,
reasons. But go ahead.
fans fucking hate John Cena. What did John Cena
For
always
good reasons.
what does John
Go
Cena
ahead.
always what did John Cena always said? It is the fans' prerogative to boo me. But does he act like an asshole? No. What John Cena did the most Make-A-Wish foundations in history. He wasn't a snob. You can't get Sasha Banks to do that. Sasha Banks only wants to cater to one freaking group. Sasha
Mm.
Banks is a fucking self-entitled, spoiled brat, over the top, overrated, horrible champion little bitch. All right?
Mm.
The moment you start thinking that you're better than everybody and it's the fans that made you who you are, I say fuck you. That's why I don't really like Batista no more.
Yo,
Batista
The
I'm
only
was
not gonna
part of
one.
your
lie.
rant, the
Hold
only
on,
part of
hold on.
your
Yo,
rant
I'm
I
not gonna
disagree
lie.
with.
I like that was a perfect rant, Scott. You definitely hit some points. But go ahead, y'all.
That's
Only
like
thing I
I
was going
said.
to say
I
was the
stopped
only
caring
thing
about
about your rant
Batista.
I disagree with is you can't be overrated if some of the best matches in the past decade she's been part of. That's not
Yeah,
an opinion.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
fact.
a one word he fucked up with. That's that one word, yeah. Because she's not
I
Right.
don't
overrated at
know.
all.
I always thought she was overrated. I'm
No,
sorry.
she's not. She's not.
Mm-mm.
Becky's got some great matches. Charlotte's got some great matches under her belt as well. So does Bailey. So does who else?
Yeah, but
Uh,
if you made a list of all the best women's matches in WWE, like about a good 70% of it, Sasha would have some part in it. So after a certain point, you can't say a person is over. That's like me saying Shawn Michaels is overrated. Like, yeah, I don't like Shawn Michaels, but when he has great matches with everybody, at some point you got to be like, yeah, well, he's fucking good. He's an asshole, but he's fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
That's also Charlotte.
Is Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels a Taurus?
A what?
Charlotte.
A Taurus?
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to astrology
Yeah,
signs.
me neither. But I ain't got a lot. Sometimes that shit is accurate when it comes to horoscopes. But
Yeah.
See, to me, as far as I'm concerned, Bailey owes her entire career to Sasha because Sasha has had good matches outside of Bailey. But when it comes to Bailey, to this day,
What?
to this very day, people
The
still talk
fuck
about
are you
that fucking
smoking?
takeover Brooklyn match. Whereas with Sasha, I can name you several other matches she had that were just as good. But with Bailey, it all goes back to Sasha. Bailey owes her career
Nah.
to Sasha, straight up.
When Bailey won
Bailey
the
carried
SmackDown
the
title,
entire COVID
she
pandemic.
was on fire. I'm sorry. When she won the SmackDown title, she was on fire. Bailey ain't no
Yeah,
joke.
you're right. She carried the whole COVID pandemic when they were in the
Bailey's problem was her gimmick, that hugging thing. I
Yeah,
didn't
but
like
again,
Bailey until
Bailey's whole career is thanks to Sasha, though. That's my point. She would never
Nah,
had any of that
get
if it
the
wasn't
nah.
hell
You
for
know
out
what
of
Sasha.
made
here.
Bailey? Nah, she was a great heel too. And you know what made Bailey even greater was her new finisher. If she didn't come up with a new finisher, I felt like that belly to belly would have been like the doom of her because people like it's just
Bailey
a
had
belly
a
to belly
Bailey
suplex.
of the four. She was the most niche of the gimmick. She was the NXT crowd loved her. The main roster crowd didn't give a shit. And then when she finally got caught up, the crowd only cared whenever she was involved with Sasha. Outside of that, no one
Well,
gave a fuck. Then she
they
turned
didn't like.
heel,
I
and that
don't
was
know.
when you finally
They
started seeing
always
people like her.
She was like the Nakamura of the women's division. Her theme music got over. She go in there, has some great matches. Like she was great,
She
bro.
wasn't
But
having
that,
great matches. I don't know about all
but then
that.
she changed her theme song and became godly. See, I'm not gonna let you slander Bailey because that's my wife right
Now,
there.
Even
Say right
even when
now,
she became a heel, she still had Sasha carrying the load.
no, you
Even
said
then.
Bailey.
nah,
I thought Charlotte Flair was your
nah,
wife.
no,
What
she
happened?
didn't.
she got Andrade, so I
She
got
got
Bailey.
Andrade.
Yo, it was that fast. Damn, you're not even gonna fight for a
No,
Hey,
woman.
you don't mess with a married
when
woman, man.
I told you, man,
Trust
his
me.
days are
Trust
numbered.
me. Trust me. Bianca Belair was my crush until I found out she was married to Montez Ford, and I said, "Well, that's the end of that."
Right.
Oh
But
yeah,
now,
so
Like
I pulled up this article. Damn, I'm gonna let you know where the source comes from after I finish reading this shit. Going back to the whole Rock and Meg Thee Stallion shit.
oh
Like, I
yeah,
guess this can
yeah.
call as confirmation. During a recent interview with SiriusXM, the morning mashup to discuss her new album, Promazine, the Houston rapper was asked how she feels in regard to The Rock recently mentioning her as the one celebrity he'd like to be a pet for. She said, I mean, that's kind of legendary, Megan said, before expressing just how flattered she was when she heard a megastar mention her by name. Like, I'm kind of epic. I used to watch wrestling all the time.
yeah, they
But she
I
probably never
can't
met
said,
each
believe I
other.
made it.
Yeah, I don't buy that at all. Don't get me started on The Rock because I can go off on him.
That's what we
she
was waiting
also added,
for.
she also added, being from Houston and watching The Rock and how famous he is, how much of a megastar he is, and he want to be my pet. Like, period. Like, we made it. Might be a little
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah, I don't buy that shit at
I
all.
told you it was a
Well,
come up. Didn't I tell you
I
that,
That's
put it,
a
Scott?
that's a
I put
fucking
it to you like
PR
this.
stunt, dude.
No, well,
Come
when I
on.
look at it like this, like
But at the
she's
same
looking at it
token,
like
for him to
that The
say,
Rock is like a
like,
celebrity.
all right. Hold on. I got you, Scott. I mean, not Scott. Excuse me. I got you, my dude, Snugs. What I wanted to say is that, yeah, it could be a PR stunt, but to the point, so he says, "Oh, I want to be your pet."
He want to
That might
smash
be a
some
little bit
cheeks.
more than because
Nah, bro.
especially the
Nah,
Rock
he's
being
full
an
of shit.
alpha man.
He's full of shit, and I'll tell you why. Because another reason when you had
So
Jason on here a
Hold on,
couple of
Tove, hold on,
weeks ago.
Tove. Hold on, Tove. Let's Snugs go first because I cut off Snugs by accident, and then you go after him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought like she looked at it like The Rock is a celebrity because even though she's famous, like she doesn't know that if The Rock like even knows who she is or like
Yeah,
listens to her music. So she's just like, oh shit, The Rock acknowledged me. Like it's kind of like like if the president acknowledges you. Like everybody knows the president, but you don't know if he's like thinking about you or what you're doing. Like oh shit, he just said that he wants to be my pet. And if the boyfriend was, I mean, she's got a boyfriend, right? Isn't he married? Isn't The Rock
yeah,
married?
yeah. His second wife. You know what? To piggyback off what you said, that's like Megan Thee Stallion being flattered that former President Barack Obama says, "Yo, I would definitely make a move on Megan Thee Stallion," and he married to Michelle Obama. You don't
But
think a
that's the
woman
thing.
ain't
He
gonna
said
get
make a
cocky like
move.
that?
He said make a move. It's one thing to
And,
say make a
and to
move,
my
and it's another
point,
thing to say I'll be your pet.
and to
I'm
my point,
sorry. Pet
another
means he
reason why
want
The
to
Rock is
smash.
full of shit, unless The Rock is going through some really late midlife crisis. When we had JCD on here a couple of weeks ago, and he was just basically going in. There was one other thing about The Rock that he didn't mention, and this is more so in the movie world, right? If you look at The Rock's movie history, especially when he first started out, like Walking Tall, The Rundown, The Tooth Fairy. If you look at all his early movies, every time he has a love interest, it's a plain
It's a
Jane
white
white
chick
chick.
or
Every
a
single
high
time.
yellow Spanish chick.
To this day, I'm like, wait a minute. Because listen, I love The Rundown. To me, to this day, The Rundown is
Yes,
the
I
best
do.
movie.
And
Right?
Walking Tall. I like
Right,
both of them.
right. Rundown and Walking Tall are great movies, but I remember when I was because I was a teenager when I saw it, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait, you're gonna do a love scene with a plain Jane white girl, but you don't want to make out with Rosario Dawson? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No,
That's
that's
one of
what
the
I'm
most
saying.
gorgeous.
Maybe Dwayne the Johnson never had a woman with a fat ass, and that is the go getter.
And if you look, even some of his more recent movies, like what was that one he did? It's like one of his more recent movies. It's like
San
his wife
Andreas.
is like in this. His wife is like in this big building, and it's like on fire or something. He's got to save her. It's like a Pullman express.
Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in that
That
one,
shit
it was
was
a
good.
couple.
Skyscraper was good.
Yeah,
It
Yeah,
was
that shit
that
was
little.
was
good.
good.
It
But
was a
like in the
little in
movie,
some over the top type shit, but it was good. But go
right.
ahead.
But like in the movie, like his wife and that one was like a generic looking white chick. Even in the Fast and Furious movies, like when he plays Hobbs, like every single Fast and Furious movie, he always has like a female counterpart with him, and it's like a plain Jane white chick or a plain
Yeah.
Jane Hispanic chick. And if you look at his
Right.
wife in real life, his wife is also a plain Jane white chick.
Yeah,
And
but
listen,
Chicken was Zoe Saldana. Zoe
and listen, like
Saldana, all her
I'm not trying
movies.
to shame. I'm not trying to shame. Like we all have our own preference, but to me, like, and this is just me. This is gonna be like
That's his
fucking.
preference.
That's
This is
his.
gonna be
No,
like the
I'm
most
jumping out the
controversial
window with
thing.
you too, Toe. I feel the same
But
way because I said that before y'all pulled up. Like you're not by yourself when it comes to this. Yes,
Yeah,
let's call it. Let's call it is what it is. The Rock loves white women,
right. He's got the Tiger
and
Woods
that's
thing
why
going
we're
on.
shocked. And that's why we are shocked that the Rock's he will love to be Meg Thee Stallion's pet.
That's why I
Well,
call it
here's
a
the
PR
thing.
stunt because for all we know, he
why?
could just
But
be
why are
saying
y'all
that to get black
shocked? I feel
points.
like two
Why
different
y'all?
types of women.
I'm sorry. If I was The Rock and I dated white women and Hispanic women, yeah, I'm gonna go at the baddest looking motherfucker out there.
Also,
And
and also in WWE, the few times we've seen him on camera and WWE, like in storyline in WWE, the few times he's complimenting a woman on her beauty, it's always a white chick. Like he would
well,
always compliment Trish Stratus.
let's
Remember a
keep it
couple of
real.
years ago when he was complimenting Lana? We never saw him
Mm,
complimenting Naomi or Miss
Lillian
Jacqueline
Garcia.
or
Let's keep
Lita.
Lillian
let's keep it
Garcia.
real. Let's keep it real. There
What
wasn't
about
really
Lillian
there
Garcia?
wasn't no real sisters that The Rock really wanted to go after. You mean to
What
tell me that he
about
wanted to be with Alicia Fox? Nah, come on now.
Yo, you
Well, I'm just saying
stupid. That was a good
he's
one.
clearly Tiger Woods. You know, because Tiger Woods has a type too. You know, and
But
Tiger
if
Woods is into white
but if
chicks.
you
It's
got
The Rock.
but if you got a big booty Judy like Megan Thee Stallion, who right now she hasn't hit her sexual and attractive prime yet. And
bro, he turned down Rosario Dawson in her prime. That chick is fucking beautiful. She's still gorgeous.
oh my god,
He turned
you know
that down.
What?
Yeah, Rosario
I don't
Dawson
care.
she's really beautiful. You
She's
can't deny
beautiful,
that.
but
Yes.
she's beautiful, but I don't care for Rosario. Now, if you would have said young Michelle Rodriguez, get the
Yeah.
goddamn
I
right.
take Michelle Rodriguez right now.
I just think it's bullshit. I just think it's bullshit. I
Wait,
don't
wait, wait,
believe
whoa! You said Michelle Rodriguez is beautiful?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's a bitch from the Fast and Furious?
when
Yeah,
she
Remy.
dresses nice. When she
Yeah,
dresses
Remy?
nice,
she
she looks
fell off
pretty.
now.
Hey,
But
to
I'm
each his
talking
own.
about,
I would
she
say,
fell.
yeah, she's cute, but beautiful. There's a difference between cute and beautiful.
Beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Sexy.
Like, if you
But
get a
anyway, if
chance,
you look at The
if you
Rock's
get a
history, it
chance,
just
look
doesn't
at
add up.
Avatar.
So
Look at Avatar again.
Yep. Look at
When she was
Avatar.
still young. She's in her 40s now, but when she was in her 30s,
Now I
doesn't get it.
follow Michelle Rodriguez like half of her career, if not half, most of her career. I know who
She
Michelle
still can get
Rodriguez
it.
is.
anyway, I've already pleaded my case. That's why I say it's bullshit. So it's either a PR stunt or he's having like a midlife crisis. Either or.
it ain't a midlife crisis. I'm The Rock. If someone is idolizing me, and I'll just
Yeah,
say
but
it for
why
shits
now?
and
Why
giggles.
after all these years would he suddenly say, "Oh, I want some
That's what
rock
I'm. It
pussy"?
just
All of a
sounds.
sudden,
Exactly. That's what I was saying. But I don't think it's a PR stunt. I think
Nah,
he really want to clap those cakes.
he
Me
do. Come
personally,
on.
I think
I
Rock
just
really
think
want to
I
smash.
can't buy it, man. Out of all these years, I mean, all these famous females we've
plenty
had
of
that are
girls,
black, and
probably.
all of a sudden he wants to clap one now. I don't buy it, man. He's
But
got ulterior motives.
but right now, Megan Thee Stallion is the number one thing. Like that's it.
Like,
And think about
it's
it.
kind of
And think
like,
about it.
what about
And
his
think about
life?
it. Who the hell does Megan Thee Stallion got right now that would intimidate The Rock? No, it ain't like The Rock is trying to make moves on Beyonce because he knows, even though I don't care for Beyonce, he knows that would
He
be
could snatch that
very,
up too
yeah, but that would be
Well, I'm
if he
very
saying,
really
bad
like,
wanted to.
publicity for him.
yeah, but
But
like,
that would
I'm
be
sure
very
his
bad
wife has
publicity
like
for him.
ideas of other men too. Like, you know
Go
what
ahead,
I'm saying? Like,
Go ahead, Snuff.
I'm saying, like, I'm pretty sure The Rock's wife has like fantasies of like celebrities before she got with The Rock. Like, she could
Yeah.
probably be like, yo, I probably wanted to be with Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt or some shit, and The Rock is like probably fine with that. Like, yeah, okay, but mine is like, you know, I was into whoever, like Trish or Megan Thee Stallion now, I guess. So, you know, it's just they have. It's like, you know, if they were single, they would probably go that way with them. But like,
And
they're
what's even
together, they're married.
stranger is Rock is a Miami nigga, and there's a lot of a big diversity in Miami. That makes it even stranger that he's been with so many white chicks. That's why even more I say is bullshit. He's a tiger. He's a Tiger Woods type dude. He has his
No.
type. Yeah,
He like
What's
fuck
wrong with
that. He's
him
like,
liking
yo,
white women?
it's probably been a long time since he fucked a black chick. He's like, you know what?
Yeah,
I wonder
Megan.
how that
That,
tastes.
and
Well, you
also
know
you
what,
gotta
though?
think of it like this. These celebrities don't play by the same set of rules. So honestly, you don't think that half of these celebrities don't be smashing when they're on tour or anything like that. They remain married, but honestly, the rules are different when you're a A-list celebrity like that. Unless you just like Samuel Jackson, he's just like, look, I'm not cheating on my wife. I don't care how old she get. That been my wife from day one. So I think it's a possibility that The Rock said, look, if I'm gonna cheat, and his wife probably said, like, look, if you're gonna cheat, at least let it be a bad motherfucker. Megan Thee Stallion.
Yo,
'Cause
Scott talking some pimp shit tonight.
No, a lot
Yo,
of women.
I'm listening
a lot
to
of,
you, Scott. You've been speaking some pimp shit as of late.
a,
Go ahead.
a lot of women say, like, look, if you're gonna cheat on me, at least let the bitch be bad. At least you could say, if I look at the girl, you'd be like, you know what?
Yeah, at least get a bag out the bitch. At least, like, don't shit on me with some bum ass looking crazy looking bitch.
Yeah. That's why Beyonce felt some type of way when Jay-Z slept with her cousin. He was like, ugh, my cousin ain't
Like,
nothing
really?
compared to me. Like,
It's
really?
like yeah. I guess
I'm not
it's
a-
like
I'm
when
not a-
your
I'm not a
girl
Beyonce
cheats on you with
person,
Michael
but
Jordan.
I'm not a Beyonce person, but she knew the deal going into it. She knew Jay-Z was a fuckboy, but she sold out her soul anyway. That's another story. We don't talk
Oh
about
my
the
God.
Illuminati here.
You believe in that stupid shit, that Illuminati? They ain't.
I do think Jay-Z sold his soul. Come on now.
Nah,
They both sold their
they,
souls, man.
no, they
I'm about to
didn't.
say, because if you could say he sold his soul, she definitely did also.
They both did. They
Oh,
was
yeah,
in
Maybe
she
agreement.
before
definitely,
him.
They
definitely
both
way
did.
before.
Yeah.
Thing, but they both did. As a matter of fact, the anniversary is coming up, and if I say any more, we're gonna get canceled.
As a matter of fact, she should be thanking Master P because he the one that fucking gave her the exposure. Oh, you don't want me to
No,
get to
Sandman,
talking.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Sandman,
did.
Yeah, I know
He's
Sandman. The anniversary is coming up.
You, well, you talking about when hip hop was born?
No, Master
No.
P did a feature, and he featured Destiny's Child with one of his No Limit songs, and no one knew how big Destiny Child was, but he gave them the exposure, and that's how they ended up getting a record deal.
I don't know
Master
about
P.
that.
I know you know
Yeah.
a lot about music, Sandman, and you too,
Of
Scott.
course.
I'm not sure about you, Snug. So let me see if you can figure it out because there are people who will get flagged for talking about this shit, which is funny to me because people say it's just conspiracy theories, but many folks who've talked about this will get their YouTube account deleted. If you
All right,
have
so
a
don't mention
calendar,
it.
all right, if you have a calendar in front of you, check out the date for Thursday of next week. That is a special day. It's an
So I thought
anniversary day.
I thought you showed about hip hop's birthday when hip hop was invented. That happened. What was it like last week? Last week was hip hop's
Yeah,
birthday.
Today is August 16th. Tell me the date for this coming Thursday is August 25th. Did that date mean anything to you? August 25th. What happened on August 25th? Think about it.
Who's that one with Big? Nah, that's someone Big.
You're getting there. So it was a bad event.
No, Pop.
No, you're
It was
getting
a
there.
Pop?
No, it was a
Is
woman.
that the one where not?
It was an
Damn.
accident. Really tragic. Happened in 2001.
Oh yeah.
There we go. You follow me?
Yeah.
You know what happened, right? There you go. They
The
both
plane
saw
crash?
that. Yeah.
Lisa left.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Lisa left out Lopez.
Yeah, we lost this dude. Yo, you already know what to do, Scott. Hit the link.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about that right now. What I want to talk about is I love the fact that they really built in that Seth Rollins and Riddle feud. I'm definitely feeling that shit. They didn't have a match yet, and it kills two birds with one stone, maybe three, because you saving this dude Seth Rollins up for when Cody Rhodes come back. You building up Riddle, and you definitely have a potential main event. Like it can get to the point where this could main event over the unified championship on Monday Night Raw.
Nah, it won't. It won't. I don't. Unless you put like a stipulation on it, like a match where it's like a Inferno or a cage or Hell in a Cell. Like it won't main event, but I think it's one of those matches that's going to be like in the middle of the night. It's either going to be the first match or in the middle where it's going to steal the show.
Well, you know why I say that? Because who on Raw is beefing with Roman Reigns? That's really serious.
Well, Seth Rollins made his little hint, and he was going to be
exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. You like, oh, well, nobody, motherfucker. That's why I say that's like a primary main event right now. They built a main event. Yo, can you get over Madcap Monster's Josh's?
Yeah, he's doing it.
Madcap Monster, you know what I'm saying? He cool, but you damn, my dude. Madcap Moss. Who should be in the main event? Madcap Moss.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Triple H about to book that. He's gonna put he's gonna go in there, and it's gonna look like it's one-sided, right? Roman Reigns versus Madcap Moss. Out of nowhere, Madcap is gonna turn into a wrestling god, and he's gonna pin him 1, 2, 3. No Usos, nobody else is gonna be 1, 2, 3 clean, and then he's gonna be champion. Madcap Moss.
No, he's not.
Undisputed.
Not yet. They ready to change. They gotta
Undisputed.
change his gimmick. But Madcap got potential.
And
But back to
I
what you
fucks
saying.
with Madcap Moss, but that whole shit with him and Corbin, it derailed him. When
No, he's getting
when the first time he won the 24/7 belt, and when I'm saying he had him cut those promos, and he had those little vignettes at first. That's when they should have built on him and made that belt and also himself credible.
You know,
Like he could have
deep
renamed the belt and everything. You know what I'm saying? But no, what they do, they have him lose to R-Truth in like what, 1 or 2 weeks.
You know what?
Well,
Don't
that's
get me
because
started with R-Truth. I feel that they screwed him more than anybody. Honestly, R-Truth should have been a WWE champion. He could have been the first black WWE champion.
I agree.
Because he was on fire with that thing that went on with him and the Miz. You talk about real heat.
Man, he was on fire before then. Remember, he was the #1 contender against Cena.
Yeah.
And Capital Punishment.
Yeah,
and
Cena.
what did they do? What did Cena didn't want to? He didn't want to conduct business. Around that time, Cena could have let this dude ride.
You know what?
Professional.
I think that was more Vince than Cena. Vince didn't want to
like
conduct
Cena
business.
didn't have. Come on now, you mean to say
that
That
was Cena.
you know damn well Cena played politics.
That was just 1 year after he also buried Nexus. Cena was knee deep in politics.
Exactly. Fuck out of here. And people said, "Oh, I bet you miss Cena now." No, I don't. He already caused enough damage.
You don't miss the.
And this is coming from a motherfucker. Hold on. This is coming from a motherfucker that actually bought John Cena album. I bought that album. I was fucking with Cena heavy.
You don't miss the 5 Move of Doom?
No.
I kind of miss Cena's 5 Move of Doom, though. I do miss a little bit of Cena, but I don't miss him all like that, though.
I don't miss him either.
I don't miss him as much as Undertaker, because I don't Undertaker's
he's one of the main reasons why so many fans left. Because he alienated the fan base.
3 million fans. Around the time when he was destroying shit, WWE was getting like what, 5.0. That would be like their highest when it comes to a Raw SmackDown, 5.0.
Well, the fans got frustrated after what they did with Mark Henry. They wanted Mark Henry to be the champion. I mean, we all did.
He was champion.
Hell yeah.
Champion, but he should. I think he should have beaten Cena for that championship. He had to beat Randy Orton for it.
What also didn't help Truth was right after Truth lost, people forget. Everybody forgets the night that Punk cut the pipe bomb, Truth beat Cena in a tables match. And then when Punk cut the pipe bomb, that blew up, and like everybody else just became an afterthought.
Right.
Truth. So
right.
Cena couldn't play politics to Undertaker though. That's the funny thing.
Oh, we got TK. TK, you on drugs tonight?
Oh, yo, I was watching your video. You was going in on somebody, man. I forgot what it was.
Hey guys, make sure you tune in to Dynamite tomorrow night. I got some good Colombian cocaine. I just came back from Colombia. Yeah, I'm all coked up.
Yeah, he be on one though, definitely. I'll never forget the time when we went to the to Dynamite when he came out here in Kansas City. This motherfucker was hyped for a bum ass show.
Yeah. I love the barbecue out there in Kansas City. It's really good. Yeah, and the hoes are pretty good too. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have been hyped up too, just to see Jay Cargill's cheeks and see if that shit is really as fat as it look on TV.
Oh, you missed it. When the show went on commercial and Jay Cargill and the baddies was walking up the aisle, Jay Cargill smacked both of the baddies' cheeks.
Oof.
Let me tell you something about Jay Cargill. I snorted a line of coke off her ass. Ooh, that was so good.
Well,
hey, Jay Cargill, she's a star, man. She's a star. I'm even gonna say this. I think Jay Cargill should beat Athena. She
Hey,
needs that.
speaking of Jade, I saw a little tweet. I think it was yesterday. I didn't even realize it. She's the first black female to be featured on the front cover of a video game. Pretty cool. I didn't realize that.
Speaking of
Sasha
video
Banks.
games, y'all getting Fight Forever? I'm definitely getting it.
I don't play wrestling games, but I hope it's successful.
Actually,
Man, I'm getting
not
that.
getting it.
I don't
actually,
know if it's gonna be good.
I will only buy the game if THQ goes back to developing them.
Yeah, that's who's fucking with
All
it.
I
The
know,
same,
all I
the same
all
dudes
I
that
know
did
is
No Mercy. My bad. So go ahead.
yeah, so I'm
WrestleMania
about to say,
2000.
all I know is I do follow Kenny on social media, and Kenny basically has said for like this whole time that it's very much like the No Mercy game. Apparently, that's one of the better games. So if you like that, if you like the THQ old school games, you'll like this. If you're more into the 2K style stuff, it's probably not going to be for you. That's as I understand it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Twinkle Toes.
actually, I forgot to tell you guys. I forgot to tell you, Jade Cargill is the first black female to suck my balls on my yacht. Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm about to have a battle. Die, motherfucker. Die. God, I hate New
Look,
York.
put your camera on.
Nah, bro. It's one of those damn water bugs that try to get in the building. I'm good.
Come on, you should have put the
Oh.
camera on. That was good content right there.
Yeah, I want to see you struggle.
Nah, don't put it on now, motherfucker. You already killed the water bug.
Damn, you spray with a half a cannon, it won't go down.
This motherfucker won't do the job. He ain't jobbing to nobody.
That water bug's got more.
John Cena is that water bug spirit animal.
You can't see me.
That water bug's got more false finishes than the Fiend match. Jeez.
I remember a chick was like, why you got a can of Raid in your house? To make sure water bugs don't come in it. It's called prevention. I'm not going to wait until a damn swarm gets in there.
Oh, hell no. You said a swarm. Jesus. Swarm of water bugs?
No, you come on, are you?
No, you're not going to include me in that one.
To a few people's apartments and
I know, like, I'll see like one or two water bugs with a whole swarm. Or swarm is like some Night of Living Dead type shit. Some creep show type shit.
What the fuck is Snuggles playing? What the hell is that game?
I remember that
I've been
game.
to a few people's apartments where I'm like, bro, you got to do something about these bugs, bro.
No, me too. But you said a swarm. A swarm is crazy.
I always wonder what the secret to the boogeyman was, you know, with the worms and shit. Remember that time he French kissed Charmel and put the bugs in her mouth?
Yeah.
Shit. I would have put my bug in her mouth.
You know what, Charmel, she was hot. No, when she was in her 30s, she was a nice looking woman. Now she's
Charmel was a badass bitch. Yo, I used to love me some Charmel back then.
But I will say the baddest chick was Bobby Lashley's ex-wife, Crystal Knight.
Oh hell yeah, Crystal. Whatever happened to her now? Like,
I don't know, man.
She went into she got out the limelight. She went into fitness competition like the Arnold Universe thing.
That's what's up. Okay.
She left the WWE because Vince a sick fuck. He wanted Vince to do an angle where Crystal Knight had an affair with not Bobby Lashley. Crystal Knight had an affair with Edge and she wasn't down for it. So she took her release, and that's pretty much why Bobby Lashley left too.
You know, you just reminded me. Remember that time Edge made out with Alicia Fox?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
So basically, Alicia Fox took her role.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vince wanted Crystal Knight to do a love scene with Teddy Long, and she wasn't down for that. And then she was going to be the one that was going to be the wedding planner, and she's like, nah, I'm good. Just give me my release.
Hey guys, I'm gonna give you a scoop. I'm gonna give you guys a scoop. Lana's coming to AEW, but I'm gonna be coming in her before she comes in. So yeah.
I don't like Lana no more after all that plastic surgery.
She lost way too much weight, Lana. She don't even look sexy at all.
And that plastic surgery did it too.
Yo, when she first came through, fucking Lana, like when she first, like, oh man, Lana was bad as fuck. She was nice and thick and like mad fit. Like she had the Chun-Li legs.
Hey Snuggles, hit that motherfucker with a bedpan. Hit him.
All I gotta say is you can't say Lana without saying anal.
Yeah.
But you know what? If I had to pick a skinny chick, it would be B-Fab. She's actually cute.
Yeah,
she's bad.
She needs a steak. She needs 1 or 2 steaks, but she's all right. She's tall.
She might be the type that's like that. Like I won't be surprised. She might be the type that her metabolism is mad high. Like she can eat a whole tomahawk and won't gain a pound. Who the fuck
Liv look like that?
Red Velvet.
You don't remember this game?
No, who the fuck ribs look like that? I haven't seen a set of ribs like that since a barbecue place I went to.
Yeah, like you go there's a mode you can create where you could do operation on Donald Trump and all that shit.
Chop his head off! Chop his head off!
Oh, here we go. I found something.
Muhammad Hassan's head. Oh, hammer.
You can do an operation on Donald Trump? I got an operation for you. Operation deactivate his fucking phone. That'll kill him.
He gotta go, man, with the damn.
And look, for content like this, go sub to Snug's channel, man. He be playing games. Go sub to his channel. And,
is this like the operation?
Yeah, it's like operation. Snugs, you can hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hit him.
Yeah, go ahead. Promote your channel.
I'm trying to hit him with this hammer.
Hammer.
I was saying promote your channel, my dude. Like, let him know what's up.
Right in the fucking eye.
Oh, here we go. I got an alarm clock for him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, there you go.
Die,
you
motherfucker.
Want to kill him.
Die.
You're supposed to help the patient, and you trying to kill him.
Is there a water bottle right there? Triple H with the water bottle.
I gotta get a heart. Should I just take this out?
Get heart.
Yeah, this is a look into the future of Triple H right here.
Oh wow, you mad dog.
Oh, the blood. It is blood.
The blood. Okay. Oh, there's the heart.
Oh, they go the heart right there. They go the heart.
Yeah, imagine Stone Cold coming in. Oh, I'll take it from here, nurse.
Yeah.
Man, what's the problem? You can't pick it up.
You gotta cut his chest open.
Why you can't pick it up?
I lost my tool.
You lost a saw.
Yo, what are you using a Nintendo glove to operate this shit?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to use it. I'm PlayStation.
Dude, you the worst surgeon ever. What the fuck?
Just pull the plug on the motherfucker. He's dead. Collect the insurance, babe.
Right? Like, what the?
There we go. Bone saw.
Look, he's hallucinating. He's on drugs himself.
Damn, what you on Xanax?
Yeah.
He got
That's not contaminated. Oh, that's not contaminated.
He got mad dirt and cholesterol on that shit now.
You got a hold of his 20 pound snatch right there.
We got Jeff Hardy as a fucking nurse. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, cut his face.
Yo, chill. I gotta go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god.
I don't want to get in trouble for this shit. Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Yo, I'm about to get in trouble for that shit. Yo, that was a good laugh.
13 hospital style.
That was a good laugh right there for us. I didn't want to, because I would have got in trouble for that shit. But anyway, you already know the vibes. I'm about to shut the show down, and I'll catch y'all live this coming Friday. You already know what it is, boy.
See ya.
Peace out, motherfucker.